Do I have do I have everybody? We're getting cameras on. We're getting players here. We're we're gonna play some D&D tonight. What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday night, July 16th, 2024, and we're on session 5 of Curse of Strahd, and no one's died yet. Isn't that amazing? But it's a fresh round, fresh reset. So when the power failed last week, I blame myself. The Shambling Mound had his turn, but when we opened the table up, did not get his turn yet. Therefore, that means that the Shambling Mound could miss one of his two attacks on Grim and not engulf, which would mean that
Grim might live.
Grim has a better chance. Now, the last time when he attacked, though, he did pretty minimal damage when he hit both times. So this time you could just die before he even eats you.
Mm.
But we don't know. We're just kind of seeing if Finster, are you here? I see you in chat. I haven't heard your lovely voice yet. There he goes. I,
Yes, I'm here.
I, I see him. He's So I turned over your character for Gorvy Doll that ran him last week, and he did a pretty good job. You didn't die. But he decided to not level your character up and let you do it this. And did you do that yet? Yes. You are all level 3 now, which is good. You're ahead of Milestone. Because it says if you get out of Death House, you get to be level 3. So you might die before you get to level 3. Get to enjoy level 3 anyways. All right, so the Shambling Mound's turn. And who doesn't have the map? Sphinster? Are you ready for it? Here it comes.
Yes,
I'm
I
just
am.
gonna give it to Sven so I don't mess up all your sizing windows. Right?
Did you want to change the scene on the stream
It's probably a good idea
instead of
too.
our ugly faces?
Guess I should pull the stream up. I usually just look at Chatty, you know.
Chatty's good.
Very good.
All right. So let's do the Shambling Mound again on Grim. I got a new keyboard too. My keyboard, the F key went out. Every time I hit the F, it would say 0F. And every time I hit the 0 button, it would say F0. I took it all apart. I cleaned it. I took buttons off. I took a
It
whole
was
like
trying.
dog out from underneath there for dog hair from my dog.
It was trying to tell you something.
And then I just threw it away and I have a nice new Corsair
Nice.
Nice.
that matches my lighting. And I don't know if you know, I got a little more purple light going on too. I got more of those
It is
bulbs.
a little brighter. Yeah.
Nice.
You could see the stream in my glasses. All right, so it's not Shambling Mound. It's just to recap. We guys came down into the dungeon underneath the house. You found some crypts. You went up and got the children's bones. You put the bones in the crypts. You were able to become unpossessed by the children's ghosts. You all also gained a charm of a, did we say a D10 inspiration die?
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
Yep.
So you guys each have a D10 inspiration die for completing that quest, which stays with you till you use it. And the whole time you heard chanting. Basically, you guys heard.
One must
Yeah,
die.
you were hearing one must die, one must die, and then you came into the room and it went quiet. And then somebody stepped up onto the dais, and that's when uh, they started changing their tune. Oh no, you guys heard. Um, right, he is ancient. He is. What's the other word they're saying? I can't tell. They should say radial. And when you stepped up onto the podium or the dais up there, that's when the one must die chant happened. And then when Grimfoot poked this blob of refuse in trash that's in the stashed in the corner down there, um, it rose up and they started chanting. Uh, no, that's not the right one. They started chanting Lorgoth the Decayer. And let's read the text here. I stop.
Yeah, the delay. I can't understand a thing they're saying. Too much delay in it.
There's too much overlap in the voices as well.
All right, so when you looked in the room, the chanting stops as you appear in this 40-foot square room. The smooth masonry walls provide excellent acoustics. No, they don't. Featureless stone pillars support the ceiling, and a breach in the west wall, west to south. The west wall leads to dark caves. A dark cave heaped with refuse. Murky water covers most of the floor. Stairs leading up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagonal dais that also rises above the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar mounted on the dais. The altar is carved with hideous depictions of grasping ghouls and is stained with dried blood. The water is 2 foot deep. The ledges in central dais are 5 foot high, 3 foot higher than the water surface, and the chamber ceiling is 16 feet high, 11 feet above the dais and ledges. The chains dangling from the ceiling are 8 feet long. It looks like somebody would shackle somebody else up on those things and dangle them above the altar. Half embedded in the east wall is a wooden wheel connected to a hidden chains and mechanism. It is how to raise and lower the portcullis, which is currently down because you guys came through a secret door right here. Uh, if the characters climb on top of the dais, read the following. The chanting rises once more as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it. Where do you expect to see faces are voids. One must die, they chant over and over. One must die. And
I volunteer Shambling Bound to be the one that must die.
Second that motion.
At the start of the Shambling Mound's first turn, which is again right now, because we already had it last time. Again, right now, his first turn, the chant changes again, and they start singing, "The end comes, death be praised." The end comes, death be praised. And that's where we pick up with the Shambling Mound. Now, just a reminder that Grimfoot did rage, so he does have that going for him.
Yay.
Which gives him, double hit points, basically. As this thing tries to hit you the first time, and does so this time. Now, if I remember correctly, on the first attack, I rolled like a 1 and a 3 for damage. This time I rolled a 4 and a 5. Second attack, if he hits you with both slam attacks, then he engulfs you. Second attack is a miss. That's a little better.
Nice.
Oh, so we're retconning what happened last time? The two
We're
hits?
not. No, we're not
Because that's where the power
retconning.
went out?
The crash erased.
Oh, the
To a
data.
certain
Okay.
We
Now I see what you guys were talking about today. The save file got the every 5-minute auto saves.
yeah. That was actually a week ago we were talking about it, but
Talk
that's
about
okay. No
good
pay attention to
timing,
nothing.
man, like a Rolex.
Yeah. See, power failure saved you from being engulfed. All right. So top of round 2. Hopefully it's not the Shambling Mound. Is Relkin. Relkina.
Oh, and you are no longer possessed. Just as a reminder.
Yeah,
If
we
you
got
didn't
rid
watch
of
the stream.
possession.
Oh, and it
We
looks
found their tombs and laid them to rest.
like you cast
They
Hail of
disappeared.
Thorns. Let's
I
see.
do show a
Concentration.
first level spell being used, yes.
I think he was going to shoot the mound or something.
How much higher around this edge are we? 5 feet?
8.
Well, the alt doesn't go to 8, so I'll go to 5.
Oh, for that reason.
Switching between 5 and 10.
Yeah, I'm only going to give you no damage if you fall, so 5 feet. 10 feet, I think you would at least knock the wind out of you if you hit the water hard.
Yeah, there was a magic item that reduced fall damage by 5 feet. Who knows how it works. Anyway,
Hey, what's up, Jinx Road Gaming? Hey, what's up?
going to shoot.
Over the altar, over the top of Grimm's head, and into the Shambling Mound is a clean shot. Especially from
Okay.
8 feet up. Oh, it's Rogue. What's up? All right, so an 18 is a hit as you lose an arrow into that blob of whatever that pile of crap is. Favorite foe. FGC, yeah. I remember.
Not
I
too
remember.
shabby. Alright, I got Rolkina over here. I'm going to move and jump over the water so I don't get wet.
You got to do little cat parkour off this column as you go. Meow, pow, ping, pow.
That would
I
be it
should
for now.
I should hotbar this for you.
All right. Rost is going to step up and next to Grimfoot in order to try to keep him alive. And I will cast Heroism on him.
Oh.
It doesn't work. He's not very heroic.
And so at the start of your turn, you'll get those temporary hit points.
Is it 2?
It's gonna be 4. I can give that to you.
Wait, it doesn't give it to
Okay.
the start of his turn? That's kind of
Yeah, that's what.
that's kind of
That's weird.
hokey.
And then I'll step back a couple feet to stay out of
What
the
kind
way.
of spell does that? At the start of each of its turns.
So it's every turn. I mean, that's good. But
Alright, I think Sir Chan Destroy is going to come up here with Grimfoot.
Oh.
Bonus action, a Searing Smite.
It's the temporary hit points. It kind of has to do it that way, I guess.
Holy crap, there's...
Or you can't end your turn and then start again. Well, I don't know why it's like that.
who knows?
Hey, what's up, Marmusman?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4 effects for Searing Smite. I guess I
Wow,
gotta click
it's
them all.
definitely not his character from Under Siege, because there's no way he would be up there. What are you smiting him with?
Bonus action, Searing Smite. So
It's all new stuff. Our 21 is a hit. Oh, this thing's got a truckload of hit points, so... it could have more hit points than the whole party combined.
It probably does.
I didn't do the
Alright.
math, but...
and I think that's the end of Sir Chan Destroys.
Search and destroy. Search and destroy. It sounds good. Uh-oh, the Shambling Mound gets to go again. Well, it's going to continue its activity on the one that woke him up from his nap. Try to have some lunch as he attacks Grim and hits with the first attack. This big, huge...
Who gave him bless? I seen that D4 rolling back there.
That's a -4 because he's
It's
got
a-
Bane on him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And he still hit me?
Yeah, I rolled a 13 -4 plus 7. 16.
He just barely got my AC.
That's okay. Not only did he hit you, but you got like this nasty streak of refuse that's been laying down here for forever smeared across your cheek and a little bit of blood as he does 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Did he do the Constitution saving throw at the start? I guess that's the wrong code. He's supposed to have
Oh.
a Constitution saving throw at the start of his turn.
Well, roll it up, buddy.
Yeah.
You
Let
got
me
it,
put the other one on there,
or just push him to save.
and then I'll give him the save for this time.
You gotta have the number in there. Your code says ConDC ###.
Ah,
And he succeeded.
he succeeded. I'll fix that and put it back on him.
And
So I don't think I got my temp hit. Oh, it's the beginning of my turn. Never mind.
that's what we were just talking about. That's
Carry
kind of
on, carry on. Yes.
all right. Second attack from the shambling pile of refuse is also a hit.
He can't miss.
Sure, he can. This is D&D. You can always miss.
That's a 24. He hit with the 24.
15 points of damage,
Mm.
and he engulfs you
Well, he grapples to the strength.
He's gonna come out here.
Can you roll to see if he's into it?
He likes it.
No
I'm
roll
almost
necessary.
into it. Up to my shoulders.
So let's refresh ourselves. The shambling mound engulfs a medium or smaller creature grappled by it. The engulfed target is blinded and restrained and unable to breathe and must succeed on a Constitution saving throw at the start of each of the mound's turn or take bludgeoning damage. If the mound moves, the engulfed target moves with it. Yeah. So I'm going to move it here, and you're there. I'm not going to bury you under him, but you're in this square. And I'll kick you out a little bit. Oh, let me put the grappled on you too. And down arrow. All right, Javelda.
All right. Well,
We know what you're gonna do. We already
you
had
know
this
what I'm
discussion.
gonna do. We had this discussion. So Javelda's gonna get a little bit closer and make sure her hand is in the right spot, which it was earlier. And Javelda is going to bonus action, and she's gonna yell out at Grimtooth, "Just go with it, Grimtooth! Let it push you!" As she uses a telekinetic shove to push Grimtooth in that direction.
So the only thing that would stop Grim from being shoved out of the grasp of the shambling mound is if Grimfoot decided he didn't want to be shoved.
Make a saving throw, right?
Nope, you don't have to make a saving throw. All you
You
have
can
to do choose
allow
not
it
to
to
be
happen.
shoved.
Oh,
Javelda's telling you to go with it because she's
okay.
gonna get you out.
Well, she kind of the party leader here, and Grim's. It stinks in here. It smells like grandma's
So you
shoes.
get shoved out over there. Bloop! And you're no longer grappled or restrained, and you don't have to make a saving throw at the start of your turn and take bludgeoning damage.
Wow, that's a pretty cool little trick there.
Nice.
And that was my bonus action. So for my action, I am going to Lich Slap this thing.
Lich slap him. Ooh, and you hit too.
For
Aw.
minimal damage.
It wasn't such a lichy slap.
Yeah. Not as much.
All right, Grim. You come plopping out of this thing. You got like an old banana peel on your shoulder, some coffee grinds in your hair.
Plus some stuff from the shambling mound too.
This group does. We've got a paladin. We don't have a cleric, right? Okay.
No, I'm a cleric. Rost is a cleric.
Rost is a cleric. Okay.
Yes.
He's got a
well,
holy
today
symbol.
I knew you were a
I
cleric.
hope because I don't want to miss this chance to give this thing holy hell with the war pick. Right?
The 21 is a hit. Average damage, 9 points.
Average damage. Bonus action, I have nothing because I'm already raging. Down arrow.
All right, top of round 3. Again, at the top of the round is the Kitty Cat. Since we don't have the druid on our table, we can just do this.
That's Diablo Bob's crap.
That's what I said.
You sound like you're a little tired of Diablo Bob's crap, Sven.
I don't know. For some reason, I need to turn my volume up a little bit somewhere.
Alright, so as Grimfoot gets slammed out, I just follow up with a quick arrow. Same spot he just came out of.
Good damage.
And I'm going to stay where I am.
All right. Since Grimfoot forgot that Ross exists, I'm gonna use my bonus action to healing word him and remind him that I'm here.
And in my defense, I missed that first week session.
Oh, that's
so.
true. You did. Yeah, yeah. And then I'm just going to toll the dead at this thing.
That was
Nice.
cocked. I think it should be rerolled. It was stuck.
Aw,
It was stuck on
it
the.
doesn't matter.
It was stuck on the round. I saw it leaning on the round button there.
And I'll move back just a little bit. Reposition.
Is that the Cavalier from Dungeons and Dragons or Dirk from Dragon Slayer? I can't tell. They look the same.
No, I just put in Shambling Mound Eating Guy, and that's what I got. So.
Nice.
Eating
I like it.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I still have him targeted? Yes, I do. Again, I'll bring the war pick kind of up and around. Try to stick it in the other side of what I think is its face. I'm not
Wait,
sure.
let me clarify something. You're trying to stick what? Where?
My war pick.
Oh, okay.
War pick.
You know if you just started humping
Hey,
dry.
yay! Yay! 1 damage.
Whoa. You guys are doing well with those ones tonight on damage. You want to
I did
make
this
this
crap last
last
week on
at least
damage.
10 rounds, don't you?
Yeah, it's time to change my dice color. Down arrow.
Javelda's gonna take a couple more steps back up, and
She's like, you're right. This thing stinks. Whoa. She starts walking
yeah,
backward.
she's going
Phew.
to cast Magic Missile at 2nd level and shoot 4 missiles at this thing.
The Shambling Mound cast shield now.
Pew 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 pew.
What happened to our magic missile sound?
I don't know. I heard something.
I just got the growl from the Shambling Mound.
I thought I heard it in the background.
Yeah.
I heard
behind
it.
the growl.
A boo, boo.
No, I didn't hear
Like
it.
if I untarget her.
Oh, that one. What's the? Did we change the noisier one?
I didn't.
Right? I don't remember changing magic missile.
Oh, I just damaged myself. Good job.
All right.
And bonus action.
Yeah, the Cavalier, the coward from the D&D cartoon was a Cavalier. The Cavalier, remember?
I'm gonna bonus action shove the Shambling Mound one direction down.
Shoving back in his hole, or?
That's the point. Yeah, that's the goal. Haha. He
Well,
moves 5 feet.
he's like kind of up on the step a little. Since
All
since there's a paladin blocking most of half of his cave hole. Cave
Great sword.
hole.
I got that, Drake. I heard that.
And he's going to use a divine smite on him.
I said cave hole. What?
Wow.
Wow. Holy, that got his attention.
Dang.
Hey, it rolled a 1.
It doesn't like that 1 damage though. It's gonna like go.
Did it actually apply?
I don't see that it
Because
did.
I don't see that it applied.
Oh, the 1 point of damage just got rolled.
Yeah.
All right, I'll just drop it on him then. Boop. He resisted it, so it
Did it
doesn't
apply
matter.
to
Like
you?
0 anyway.
No.
But now he wants to eat a paladin.
Ho ho!
So his first slam attack is a miss. The second one is also a miss. Oh man.
He doesn't know my god.
All right, top of round 4, Javelda up in the corner.
Up in the corner. Going to magic missile again, level 1. Pew pew pew. And would it be possible to push 5 feet in that direction?
Yeah, because it can squeeze. You can shove
Okay,
it
so
in the hole.
I want to shove it in the hole.
All right, well I'm gonna make it go in the hole, like
Alright.
you
Stay in the hole.
pushed it in the hole because it
Perfect.
now you can cast Earthquake and collapse it in there.
Yeah.
Just have to wait a few levels.
We'll just sit here till we gain enough XP.
All right.
We're just
So
gonna
this
kill
should have been
rats.
happening all along, but it didn't.
There's 2
as she
hands
draws
now.
back her bow. This green aura surround her arrow.
Ooh, like your die. What the hell? Oh, another 1. 11 points of damage. Psychic.
And it sort of reverberates like a shock wave when it hits sound wave coming out of her arrow.
All right. Ross has another Toll the Dead for this thing. Let's see if I can roll a 1. Ah, a little bit better.
Yeah, so your arrow hits it and it says it's a shockwave, it goes off.
Oh!
Meow.
What happened? 12 points of damage?
No, he
feel like
succeeded on
Diablo
his.
Bob.
Oh, he got a -2. I thought it was damage. Well, it gets a turn, and this time it's not holding back. It's in its little hovey hole, and it wants some food, so it's going to have some paladin. First one is a hit, doing some bludgeoning damage. Oh, it knocked the emboldened bond off.
No, he made his concentration check.
What did it
Yeah.
say?
So that
Concentra-
because it used emboldening bond, and
Oh,
you can only do
to-
that once a turn.
Oh, it deactivated it
So
at the
yeah.
because it used it. Nice.
Yeah.
And sometimes Fantasy Ground is like, just trust
Right.
it. Just trust it.
What? It's smarter than we are.
Yeah. So the second attack, second slam attack, is missed. Nice. Okay, that's all I can do. Grimfoot.
Grimfoot's gonna move right back up into position here.
Like block it in. Get in your hole.
Get in the hole, ball. The hole is your home.
Is that
Go
it?
home.
You're not in it. Oh, 23 is a hit.
Okay, now I changed the dice to some lucky clovers here.
Lucky clovers. That's better.
That's the best I've done so far.
10 points of damage.
target, down arrow. We're good.
It doesn't look like the shambling mound is gonna make it to the end of the round since he goes
All right.
last.
It
So
goes Lich
he's got
Slap.
he's got 5 hit points left. So
Ooh.
so whoever hits it probably well the way you guys are going it could live.
Yeah, don't jinx us, man.
Nope, Grim gets it with the war pick. Nice.
War pick for the win.
As let's see,
Nice.
I think I saw a diamond ring in there. Search and destroy. You should check it. Climb right inside.
Now that we're out of combat, Javelda immediately begins casting prestidigitation to clean herself.
She didn't even get close enough to get dirty.
Nope. The smell alone was bad enough.
I don't even think we can make soup out of this thing.
all right. So as soon as the shambling mound falls into its pile over there, the apparitions start chanting again. Um, actually, the apparitions disappear, and the whole like you can hear like a large rumble above you, like the house shifted or something above you, like little pebbles of dust and stuff fall down from the ceiling as it sounds like maybe the house collapsed or something up top. It was a very loud noise, like pebbles and shit fell from the ceiling, and you guys are out of initiative. Like that. And unlock your tokens. And all the apparitions in the room disappear. And there's no chanting.
Time to
Is
leave, I
water
think.
clean enough? Is water clean enough to bathe in?
It's cleaner than you are from being attacked by the shambling mound, but
Yeah.
there is no part of this water that would be considered clean, though.
It's cleaner than what's on me. That's all. It
Yeah.
So Grim starts washing all this crap off.
It's kind of like the liquid form of what's on you.
Did we search this thing for loot?
No.
All right, check it quick, but then let's
Yeah.
get going. We don't want to stay.
Poke around in it, see if there's anything in there.
It wakes up.
Awesome.
It does not have any treasure. It does not amass treasure.
Anything around this altar?
The only thing, let's make sure if there's a parcel in here or not. No. Nope. Wizards of the
Nothing in the
Coast
room.
said,
Okay.
"Fuck your couch." You know.
Hey, shit in here.
Oh wait. Wrong side of the room. This is where we came in at, right? Yeah.
No, there's that portcullis is down.
Oh yeah, it's portcullis.
We came in through a
Hidden-
secret
hidden
door.
Hidden door.
All right, are you guys gonna go back up, or do you want to check out what's in here now? If you remember, these each little square in there has a item in it.
Yeah, there was something in there that you're gonna have to read it again though, Drake, because I didn't take notes, and I'm like, that'd be cool. I'd like to have that, but if I pick it up, something bad's gonna happen.
Well,
So
you
I left it
know,
alone.
it's still good. It's still good. Hold on, how do I use Fantasy Grounds? Oh, I gotta turn off the ping button. Yeah, this room is the cult amassed several relics that you think they used in the rituals. A mummified yellow hand. Oh, there's a whole parcel. Um, Bat guano, bone, a bone, a devil's face pendant, a frog on a stick, a cloak, a hand, a knife, a large tongue, mummy figurine, a rat dagger, a shrunken head, a varnished orb, and a wrinkled finger.
The shrunken head, I think, is what I thought was cool.
You gonna pick it up?
Well, yeah, I don't want to take it with me. I just want to pick it up and look at it because it's really intriguing.
Um,
This
you're
little,
pretty
this little
sure
head.
it's a shrunken, shriveled head of a halfling.
Grim just kind of makes a face at it like this.
It's kind
I'm
of
gonna
got the
turn it
safe.
around
It's
so
kind of
it's
got a face
so
too. It's like
yeah, I want it to face the wall. I don't want it looking at me.
you push it in the back of the hole and put it in the
Push it
corner.
in the back. Yeah, yeah.
You quit looking at me. It's all worthless stuff, but the frog on a stick could be confused for a wand, but it's not.
Then let us leave this place.
Let us leave this place. I'm gonna put you guys. Actually, you guys. There's no line of sight on, right?
No.
Yeah.
You guys can move your tokens anywhere you want.
I thought that is the house not collapsed?
It is. Well, you don't know. You have to go up the stairs.
Right, right, right. So
Now, there's two ways you guys can get up. You can go through the trap door.
and we want to go through the trap door, which is here.
Yeah, which is right there, which brings you guys up here,
Here.
into this over here, into that trap door.
This room. Okay.
Yep. And let's see what happens when. So. If the characters deny the cult its sacrifice on the altar and either destroy the shambling mound or escape from it, the house attacks them as they try to leave. When you return upstairs, you have to roll initiative and discover some architectural changes. So let's go ahead and get that lined up. We're gonna schedule this roll. So when you get up into the den, is where you guys all start the round. You're like, wait a second. The windows are all bricked up. All the doors are gone, and there's a scythe blade in the, a scythe, like a guillotine blade kind of scythe blade in each door. And let's see.
That's mighty strange.
And every room that contains a fireplace, an oven, or a stove is filled with black smoke. The smoke billowing out of this fireplace in here is making the room heavily obscured. And like the interior walls, you can like see like sections missing out of the wall, and like they're just like the interior walls are just rotted. The furniture is collapsed and fallen apart and way rotted and old. The stuffed animals are just like piles of bleached bones with bits and pieces of fur laying there. It looks like everything in the room has aged like 300, 400 years since you were here last. So we're gonna start off the top of the round with Rost. What is he doing and what?
All right. Well, he's trying to get out of here. How uh is the smoke filling the whole room or just like the top? Like, should uh uh should he be crawling essentially? Would he be?
Yeah, the Constitution saving throw would probably be what you would have to roll. Let's see. Contains. It doesn't say. So I'm going to say if you start at the start of your turn, uh, you got to make a Constitution saving throw. So let's give you that and see. Then you can decide if your character's made it and he's crawling on the ground to get under the smoke or whatever. But if you
Okay.
start your turn in any of the rooms that way, you got to make a save. And it's coded right here for me.
Nice.
Um, which
Oh,
you fail. So you can, it's like burning your lungs. It's definitely poisonous. And you're going to
Is
take
the smoke being produced by the fire in the fireplace, or
there's no fire in the fireplace anymore.
okay, it's just smoke.
It's just black, nasty smoke just billowing out of this thing.
okay.
Let me give you this damage though. Where'd it go? Oh, it's up here.
No, you don't have to.
A little bit. Oh, yeah. You like pull up your shirt and you cover yourself up and you're like, this isn't gonna last very long.
Uh, yeah, that would have expired anyway, the heroism. So Grimfoot, you should not have the temporary hit points would have expired when the spell expired.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, but fortunately that's just the way it goes. Okay. Well, I'm gonna move forward and you said there's like
There's
a
a
blade in the doorway?
Yeah, the door's gone and now there's a trap in the doorway.
All right, does it I mean, can I take a look at it? Can I see how it's gonna trigger or anything like that?
Um,
I mean, I'm looking. Ross
it's
is looking more to see if he can tell if he can just like jump through this thing real quick. He's not gonna try to disarm it or anything.
one round isn't enough. I'll give you
Okay.
that. You think it's gonna take several rounds, maybe up to 10 to figure out the timing of this thing.
All right.
It's
He just
poison.
he just jumps through.
10 rounds of poison, yeah. So you're just gonna do the dexterity acrobatics check and jump right through?
Oh gosh, I guess so.
Because that's what's required is the timing.
All right. Acrobatics check. Is that what you said?
Yeah, acrobatics check.
All right. There you go.
A 21.
Woo.
So who's on the outside? Who's on the outside? So you
Uh,
jump
Smoke
through.
in there too?
Trailer Park Ross running
What's
around
that?
outside. Running
Is
out.
there smoke in there too?
Yeah, there's still smoke. There's a fireplace in there, so it's billowing out of the fireplace. And then you
Jeez.
turn and look, and there's a trap in that door.
All right. Well, we got to get out of here. And he is just pushing forward. And we'll use the rest of his move to go through the doorway. Is it another acrobatics check?
Yeah. A 9 is not good enough.
Oh, that's too bad.
Um. Ouch.
Uh-oh. Oh.
13 points of damage as this thing slices you as you jump through. Do you make it through? To dexterity acrobatics check to pass through a blade trap door unscathed. So If you fail it, then you get through it, but you take the slash too.
But you're
so.
scathed.
But you're scathed.
I feel scathed. All right. Well, I'm just
And
gonna
you can
go
see like Grim through a hole in the wall. You're like, hey! There's like several holes in the wall.
I'm just gonna go the rest of the way. Is this door trapped? I'll use
No.
a dash action. All right, I will open that and leave.
All right, so unfortunately for you, on the front porch there is a horse crammed in there.
Can I can I squeeze past him or something?
Um, well,
I
beyond
don't really.
him is a mist that you're very familiar with.
Oh, can we not? We,
Well,
we
is
can't
there
go outside.
poison in here?
No. No poison in the foyer.
Then I will just wait here for now. And I'll call to the rest of them that well,
Oh,
get in here. This room
actually,
is empty.
when
There's no
you
poison in
open
here.
the door and you kind of like push the horse out of your way a little bit and you look outside, you're like, wait a second. The mist is receding. You can go
Oh,
outside.
oh, great. I will leave.
You go run out the front door.
Yeah,
You like look
I
down
will.
you look down and the mist is rapidly dispersing away from the townhouse and because it's up on a hill and you can start to see like part of the town again and the little town that you guys saw.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Uh,
And you do
once
feel
I'm
like the haunted presence kind of relieve you as you get out,
nice.
except for the blood pouring out of your thigh.
Yeah, I'm still alive. It's fine. Hurry up, guys! Get out here.
They can't see you. The windows are all bricked up.
Well,
They
they can
weren't
still
bricked
hear
up
me.
when you
I
got
hope.
here.
So you said there was the walls are crumbly and there are cracks in them that you can see through.
Yeah, there's holes and they look like really brittle. The walls do,
And is
rotted
that
and
true for
brittle.
the outside or just the interior
Just
walls?
the interior walls.
Okay, I'm going to take my crowbar and try to smash this wall right here.
It's a strength athletics check, and with a crowbar, I'll give you advantage because that's what it does.
Nice.
Advantage.
All right, the DC was a 10. You rolled a 13, so you're able to smash open a 5-foot section in the wall. But when you do, a whole bunch of rats come piling out into a swarm and attack.
Snack.
Snack.
Oh,
Um,
Do they have disadvantage because I'm their natural enemy?
do they have disadvantage? Actually, yeah, they come like piling out, pouring on top of you, and all that good stuff. And they'll never attack you until you pass your turn. So oh, my turn. Swarm of rats. Let's see. Do they like kitty fur? They do. As all these little mice bite and they're running all over you, jumping out of out of like the wall and stuff. 8 points of damage they do to you, biting and nipping and scratching at you. What was that where they put the rat in a bucket and what they do? Lit the bucket on fire and put it on someone's chest?
Put
Or
coals on top of the bucket.
cage, yeah.
Yeah.
that was in Game of
Sure, we
Thrones,
tried.
wasn't it? Yeah.
I think
The
Sir
tickler.
Chan Destroy is gonna Now there's a 5-foot hole in the wall now, right? I can go through that hole on
You
the
could-
other side of this swarm and attack it through the 5-foot hole.
Um, if a tiny creature swarm can move into your square, you should be able to move through its square, right?
I would assume.
Makes
Well,
sense.
he'll go to the other side of this hole in the wall and start stabbing through it at these rats.
Die rats.
So you went through the 2 traps?
No, he went through the hole you just made.
Oh, okay.
You're like, excuse me, I'm getting out of here. Oh wait, you gotta
Right.
hold on before you get too far. We gotta do both of your poison
yeah.
saves,
Try not to attack Rilkenna.
and don't hit a.
Right?
That's more of a guideline than a rule.
Here,
though.
let me move the rats. And
Rilkenna
this-
and S
that.
both eating the rats.
Let's see. Let me give that to. We'll finish yours. Wait, why didn't that roll? There it goes. All right, no worries with you, and we forgot to do her. No worries with you guys. All right, so neither one of you take any of that poison damage, and you need to. Did you hit the rats?
No, I didn't hit the rats. I hit Rokenna.
Yeah, you should try to hit the rats.
The drag and drop issue.
That's a hit.
That's a hit, and I'll use the divine smite since it's the last one. Might as well.
All right, you know what would probably work on these rats pretty well?
A cat?
No, you hear.
A horse.
Sir Kicks a lot.
Yes, kid.
He's upset. He's kicking. Holy damage!
Dang.
They resisted it, but 11 points of damage. Wow. Did you use 2 more spell slots?
Yeah, I'm out of them now.
All right. Javelda.
All right. So
Oh wait, we
first
gotta do
thing-
your poison
Yeah,
save thing. Hold
poison.
on. Oh, he failed it. See, you shouldn't have been. It doesn't help to be under the smoke. Oh, 8 points of damage too.
Wow.
You took a deep breath.
So first thing Javelda's gonna do is try to shove that rat off Rilkenna with a telekinetic shove. Which
I
they
don't know. It seems
fail.
like a swarm would be hard to shove, doesn't it? Like you just get one rat.
You can shove me out of them.
Yeah, I could shove Rilkenna that way.
Yeah.
That works too. And then
Shoving through the
I'm
door
going
hole?
to-
Do you
and then I'm going to
like shoving through the wall or through the hole?
through the hole, that direction, wherever the hole is.
Where did you make
I
the
saw-
hole?
I thought the hole was there. I thought the hole was right there.
next to me.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
And then I'm
Because
going
the
to
rat is
magic
actually
missile.
like here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to move him back.
Pew pew pew.
Well, that doesn't work very easily.
And then I'm gonna get out.
Run away! You're like, as you come running out.
Yeah.
We're going to move the Sir Kicks-a-Lot out here. He kicks Ross to death.
That'd be a hilarious way
Stomps
to die,
on his
I have to
skull.
say.
You need healing? Nope. Squish, squish, squish. All right, Grim. You're in this room. The smoke is billowing out. And the drill sergeant says, take your mask off.
I don't want to, drill sergeant. Uh, uh, it's mustard gas. and
Wait,
we're gonna
why did
get
you
ready
have
to
a
charge through
one?
the wall. Hmm?
Why'd
He's
you have
still
the?
got the effects on the
All right, well,
emboldening bond and all that.
So emboldening
Rage.
bond
I'm not
lasts.
raging. I've got 8 on cloak of protection and light.
The aid lasts 8 hours. Emboldening bond is 10 minutes. So depending on how quick we got up here.
I don't
and
have
if you
emboldening bond on.
didn't have it
What?
on,
I got
I'll
you.
do
anyways,
this
you
just to
still
get off.
made it. So keep going.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna crash through the wall.
Wait, there's a hole in the wall right there.
Is it big enough for me to get through?
Yeah, I mean you gotta like
Okay.
lower your head down,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you
That's
could,
what I'm
yeah,
gonna
you could
do.
just run outside if you want.
Yeah. There you go. That's what we're doing down arrow.
Um, yeah, I don't see any reason for us to be in initiative anymore because you guys leveled up to level 3 already, and that's what would have happened if you guys escaped S house. So we were a little ahead of schedule, but no one died.
We might have. Someone might have died at the Shambling Mound if we were level 2.
Maybe,
Right.
maybe
Very
it
likely.
would have been
That's a big difference.
close. I don't know about died, but it would have been close. But yeah, you guys definitely randomly with poor rolls and good rolls on y'all's part get the victory dance. Is Sirenscape being weird?
Might be slow.
But it's lag. Yep.
No.
Now if you play it a second
That
time,
was
it'll
me.
play
I hit
real
the wrong
fast.
button.
Did you
Oh.
add the XP for Shambling Mound?
I think so. I gotta check. Good.
And the rat swarm.
Oh yeah.
Rat Swarm too.
Yeah. Let's. I know I didn't do the
And
rat
escaping
swarm.
the house.
The 2 traps.
The whole encounter for the death house. Let's see. Party sheet. And this isn't something I do that often. And I talked to Bob and I'm like, hey Bob, you know, I could be using your extension, but I can't drag tokens from the combat tracker to the map using the green helmet because he's got a little hiccup going on. Or I have to manually do the XP, so I don't know. I haven't figured out how to. I guess I could drag you one at a time, probably. I think it still works that way. Yeah,
Hey,
Shambling Mound is in there. The Death House attacks encounter
Nice.
is in there, and the rats. Where's the rats? Oh, they're part of that.
What if we kill the horse? Do we get experience for that?
It's grind.
Let's roll initiative and we'll find out.
This is where Ross gets kicked to death.
So you guys come out of Death House, and I'm gonna delete your tokens off this map because you don't need it anymore.
I knew we shouldn't have talked to those damn kids.
Wait, why
Never
doesn't that
talk to
work?
kids.
Nothing but trouble.
Weren't
You
we
don't
just
need-
trying to find an inn or something?
All right, I'm gonna give you a map. Let me do some DM cleanup here, and you guys. No, you don't need that map. You already know where the town is at. You guys need. Well, I need that map so I could click on this button to click on this map. All right, so as you guys kind of move down from the townhouse and you kind of find yourself back onto the main road coming into town, you guys look into town now, and instead of the nighttime map that you guys saw earlier, this is what you see now when you look into town. And we're gonna give you guys a little bit of this.
Oh, that's cool.
Very nice.
What is on the awning?
It's a
What's on that shingle?
A roach.
Shield?
yeah, it's a merchant. It's like a maybe a general store or weapon store or something. Let me see. Where's the?
Looks like a face.
Uh, it's called Bildrath's Mercantile. It's the store here.
And is he the scarecrow from Wizard of Oz? That's what it looks like.
It does.
The guy on the shingle.
Oh, it's on the shingle.
Yeah, right there. If you
The
zoom in,
shield.
that's
That's a shield.
I thought it looked like a roach.
Right, it does
looked
kind
like
of
a
look like a
scarecrow.
roach.
Scarecrow face.
One of those big Florida roaches.
It's a mercantile symbol. That's what it is. You also hear like some kind of like sobbing. Like, see if can you hear it? No.
There's more kids crying.
No, it
Strahd.
sounds like one female crying, and it's coming from, this direction over here. Maybe those windows up there. And then further in, you can see that this is a church. Even to the extent of you guys might hear why does it sound so quiet? But the bell's ringing.
Well, a church would be a good place to hold up for the night, yeah?
And way in the distance down here, you think that could be a tavern. And let's see if there's a I'm supposed to be playing like I did that one already, didn't I? Alright, so I can delete the Death House stuff. Gone. Alright, I'll see if there's a description here for when you enter. Oh, get past all these. Alright, so this is just I already did that. Village of Barovia. The village of Barovia is the saddest place in the land. You don't see people out much. If you do see somebody, they're like, they're like fast and like moving as fast as they can to get back inside. And you can see that the village lies in the shadow of that big castle up there.
Yeah, Grim's just
Um,
standing out here in the rain, looking up at that castle.
Get a move on. Head to the inn. We all need a nap.
Yeah, you could
Alright.
tell that this is a public building that you guys could go in if you wanted to, and the tavern, and the church if you wanted to go up on the hill. You guys make your way down to the tavern.
Yeah.
Or the
We don't,
church, either one.
we don't really have to have this cool image anymore. Thank you. What the hell is that Patreon's name? James RPG James. What's I don't even know. I bought them from him, but
Yeah, I think it's RPG James or something.
yeah,
It's a cool image. I like
he
it
does a
lot.
lot of them. And I
I
didn't.
got him.
This has no Fantasy Grounds anything on it. This is not anything I spruced up in Fantasy Ground. I just used the animated map that he provided. The clouds and everything is part of the image.
Yeah, he's got a lot of nice ones.
Yeah. And he's got these in like free frame too that doesn't have all the movement going. All right, but
I
I'm
support him.
gonna take that away from you guys, and this is the map that you guys need. All right, so you guys, just to show you on this map, this is the mercantile store. Oh, you guys got the map up? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And this is the townhouse with the crying coming from it. And this is the tavern. The image is a little different than the map.
So we're coming from this direction.
Yeah, this is into town. This leads out of
Church is where?
the church is up here. This
Up
is
here,
the
okay.
church, and here's the graveyard. And this was the townhouse that you guys were in, up on that hill. But you guys make your way over to a building that a single shaft of light thrusts illumination into the main square, its brightness looking like a solid pillar in the heavy fog. Above the gaping doorway, a sign hangs precariously askew, proclaiming this to be Blood on the Vine Tavern. The building's about a 60-foot square, and as you guys move up and get a little closer to the tavern, you can see that the sign actually originally read Blood of the Vine. Which makes the DM
Bless you.
sneeze.
Yeah,
That says blood on the vine.
I should have been
Yeah,
Valtrex's
the end's
job.
been like been scratched off and replaced with a F. Blood of the Vine. Graffiti artists, you know how they are.
Yeah, I've done my fair share of train tagging in my day.
So you can hear, as you guys approach this tavern, you can hear voices inside.
All right. Finally, some civilization. Let's go.
All right, so you guys go into the tavern, and let's see, what do we got here?
Do we see any signs of the mist as we're walking back through the town and stuff?
The town is really foggy, but no, you can't see any of that heavy mist that you saw. At least anywhere, in town, anyways, as far as you could see out. I'm gonna put you guys on a map that was not part of the module, and share this with you. All right, for all intents and purposes, I should always have lights turned on, meaning it is always dark in Barovia.
Not like Philadelphia, then.
So when you come into this tavern, you can see that there is a barkeep who is standing there very what's his image look like of him? Very solemn, like non-expression looking guy. Um, just cleaning glasses or mugs. And wait, let me put these people in there. And all right, so sitting at the table when you guys first walk in, right here, are three females. Um, and they kind of, when you open the door, they kind of look at the door, and they all three look at each other. They kind of nod, and then they just go back to talking amongst themselves. Don't really pay no attention to you as you guys open the door and come into the tavern. There's supposed to be some music playing, but I can't hear it. Oh, it's playing. It's not music, but sounds. Oh, hold on. I got a bartender at the bar, and then another villager, like sitting at the bar, and then there's some guy. Um, Now that you're in there, Grim, over by the fireplace, sitting at a table, drinking some wine. He's kind of not. He's kind of got his back towards you, mostly. Kind of looking at the fire. There's no pig on the table, by the way. That's the map. Whoever did the
Well,
map,
this
though,
looks like
did the of the vine over there.
this is a table big enough for us.
Yeah.
So the
So-
tavern is completely dark?
I don't have any lights turned on in the tavern. Yeah, there's lights.
On the
really?
tables.
On the
Yeah, there's a couple of
Two of
table
the
lights.
candlelight.
The entire
Yeah.
bar is dark.
No, there's one here in the corner right by the Blood of the Vine
yeah,
Tavern
I see
shop.
it. Yeah. Okay.
A pudgy little man tends bar. Mindlessly, he cleans glasses one after another. You see three females sitting at the table, not really paying you much attention. And the other two people, the villager and this guy down here, not really paying any attention to you guys much either as you guys come in and sit down. It looks like he's in his own thoughts.
I don't sit down yet.
Oh, so you guys
I
are
pick
just
up
hovering
both
around
his-
the table?
No, they sit down, but Grim picks up each one of these chairs and inspects it real close, and you see him grab it, and he kind of pushes it with his
Make
hands,
sure it's not a mimic.
and he scoots the two of them together, and then he sits down, on both of them, because he's sat in his fair share of chairs for the smaller folk around here, and sometimes they don't quite hold up his.
You mean normal sized folk?
Yes.
Does Rokina jump on the table and we have to like shoo her off?
No, we squirt her with a water
No,
bottle.
not yet.
Shoot her with a squirt gun.
All right, so I have an image I found that kind of represents the the tavern a little bit. So
You pinned it in the map. It's pretty cool.
I didn't know if everyone clicked on it.
There are two disappearing. There's
Pretty cool.
And a shop.
disappearing
Yeah.
guests and
Nice.
stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, what's with these people over here?
It's really they're on a. It's really the. I think it's really they're on a ship, and everything's rocking a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chandelier swinging.
Yeah. But isn't that cool?
That is
It is.
cool.
Yeah,
nice
it's very
image.
cool. Yeah.
There's like a second floor up there and everything. All right, you guys can quit looking at that. All right, so you guys come in and sit down. You don't see anyone come over to take your order or anything. The guy's just cleaning glasses at the bar.
I'll start pounding on the table. Boom, 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 boom.
Ugh. He sets
Hungry.
he sets the
Thirsty.
glass down and he kind of just nonchalantly makes his way around the bar
Do you have a pig in there about this big?
and he says, "Yes, can I help you? Would you like
How much for a
some
meal and a night?
Orange whip? Orange whip? Orange whips all around.
He's like, for some reason, I have a meal. It's 5 copper. The evening is. Hold on. Looks at some writing on his hand, like,
Yeah, only one person can look at the shop at a time, by the way.
no, you all can look at it. Only one person can use it.
And buy from it at a time.
Because it opened up for me before, but now it's not opening for me at all.
He unshared it.
Oh, did I? I
Yeah.
just
Where's the
opened
shop?
it, is all I did.
When
What's
you
your
closed
shop?
it, whatever you did, you unshared it.
Well, here, I can do
Yeah,
that.
there's nothing listed in shops for me. There it is.
The pin on the left in the map.
The green pin on the bar.
Yeah. It's now shared, so it does work.
Yeah, I got it now.
Isn't that nice of me that that wasn't even coded in the player's handbook? Right? I had to make up bed and
How much for bed without lice?
the
What's a
lice
player's screen?
is free. Oh,
Where's that?
Relkin orders a pitcher of
lice.
purple grape mash. An excellent vintage. He goes and gets you your pitcher of wine and brings
Can he
5 glasses.
convert coin?
He looks at your coins and he says, you have to speak with. And he points over and says, you have to speak with Sorvia. Sorvia. She hears her name and she looks over at the table and she gets up and walks over towards you guys. And she says, I have Barovian coins for trade.
At what rate?
She says, what coins do you possess? Where are you from?
Waterdeep?
Waterdavian coins are 1 for 1. I have no problem. However, we do not trade silver here.
Price
Well,
list
what
says
are we
silver.
supposed to do with this?
What's that?
The price list says silver for a
I was
bed.
gonna say that.
Yes, those are. You have to use other coinage to come up with that amount. Did I share the coins note with you? I think I already did that, didn't I?
Yeah, yeah. And we've got those Barovian
Yeah.
silver pieces that we found.
She says, "It is obvious that you are new to Barovia."
Are travelers so rare that you point out the new folk?
They're not so rare that we point them out, but it is obvious when they show up.
Well, how do we get back? We just need to get back to Daggerford, where we were.
She says, "There is only one way to leave Barovia for you."
Oh yeah, is it back east, back the way we came?
It is. But you cannot escape the mist unless our
What is this
Lord
damn mist? It was all
unless
through the
our
city.
Lord wills it. The mist is what keeps you here.
Well, it keeps us here. So what happens if we try to leave?
As far as I know, most perish.
How do we get a meeting with your lord? If he is the only one who will allow us to leave.
When he
Who has
wants
this
to
power.
when he wants to meet with you, he will summon you. If you wish to go to his castle and breach his defenses, you're more than welcome to try, but many have died on their way to Castle Ravenloft.
Thank you.
Why did he name his castle after a bunch of filthy birds home? Ravenloft.
Oh look, I even
What a
made I forgot I
stupid
even made breakfast,
full of bird poop. Ha ha.
lunch, and dinner.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's do a time of day now is um it's 3 in the
Break time.
afternoon
It's break
10
time
minute
today.
time.
on the
Right?
10th. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
just
Dinner
yeah,
time, break time.
it's break time. But let me do
10,
this so
15 minutes.
we're like that. So it's lunchtime. All right, so we're going to take a little 10-minute break. We're going to go use the facilities and top off our beverages. You guys should do the same, and you got 10 minutes. So let's take a 10-minute break. I'm going to put on the slideshow and some um, music from a good friend of mine named Liam McGregor. But we'll be back here in about 10 minutes. So hurry back. break is over. By the way, guys, if you haven't tried these, oh, I should turn my camera on, right? If you haven't tried these are like the bomb.
Nice.
This portion of the broadcast brought to you by Boulder Avocado Dill Chips.
Everything's
And
cooked in
snack taste.
avocado is supposed to be good for you, apparently.
I think the avocados would disagree.
Poor avocados.
I think these are made with avocado.
Caesar's health
Oh my
food.
My blood sugar would go.
Drake, little thing, but for your shop, some of the items like the per day, if you check the little checkbox next to the number, then it doesn't add it to your inventory when you buy them. Like
Oh wait, what?
like
Let me
bed
open the
per
shop.
day.
Yeah, my meals added to my inventory.
Yeah. You can
Oh,
just
The 5
check the
meals I
little
purchased.
checkbox, and then you can buy it, but it doesn't clutter up your inventory with stuff that is not actually items.
Let me delete them. I'm assuming everybody ate.
Yeah. Is there any more?
Only ate half of mine, Grimfoot. You can have it.
He just scrapes it off your plate right into his mouth. Of course, his mouth is bigger.
that's cool.
That's why they called me Pie Hole in school.
So, Orvia, would you like to sit with us so you don't have to stand there awkwardly? We have some questions for you.
She says, I have things to tend to. However, I only have a few moments to spare. But there's one thing I can advise for you, if you don't mind. She
What's
says,
that?
you should go speak with Madam Eva. She is a family member of mine that knows more than anyone and can tell you what your future in Barovia will be like.
Is she the one crying down the street?
No, she is not that poor soul. She is not in the village of Barovia, but further down in the valley, near the Tesser Pool. It says if you travel into the valley further, you will cross a river, the Ivelis River. And once you get to the fork in the road, to visit Madame Eva, you have to go right at the fork. Left will take you further into the valley.
Will she be there tomorrow?
She's says I don't know of my family members' daily routine, but she is there often.
How long does it take to get there?
Hmm. Each time you travel, you will encounter many, many dangerous things in Barovia. So it depends on if you die or not, how long it takes.
Well, obviously, assuming we survive, because if we're dead, then it won't matter if we make it or not.
Assuming that you all survive the trip, it shouldn't take you but merely. Where's the stupid scale on this map? There it is.
Making the DM figure out math.
Right, no, it's way over there. Do I have it set? No. 25 feet? No. She says, it isn't far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17. Let's just call it 20 squares. Each square is a quarter mile. How far is that? 5 miles? She says it's less than the 5 miles to visit Madam
Couple hours.
Eva. Yeah, each square on this on the Barovian map. Let me, since we're talking about it, each hex is a quarter of a mile. So she says you may come back and purchase our beverages or wine anytime you like.
Maybe in the
As
morning. Is there a place around town that you can sell stuff to or buy stuff?
she says, hmm. She says there is a place called whatever that guy's name is down the street, the mercantile place.
Oh,
Joe.
Undead Bob's.
Mercantile's mercantile. She says there is a place that sells things that end up in Barovia. It's not inexpensive though.
Does it buy things?
Yes, you should be able to buy most supplies that you will need to survive.
No. Will they buy something that we are selling?
Hmm. You would have to speak with him about that. I don't interest myself in his comings and goings and his purchases. She says, we Vistani mind our own business. And she starts moving back away from the table over to where her other three sisters, they call each other. But you guys kind of have attracted the attention of the gentleman sitting down in the corner. And he kind of looks back at you guys. And you see that, the other, like, the bartender and the other patrons, there's a couple other people probably milling about in here too. They're just like no emotion, like just droopy face and sad and monotone and
Like me.
no, yeah, no spark in their words or anything. But this guy stands up and you see him. He's got like a nice. Is there a good art for this guy? Oh,
You know what this bar needs? A good bard to cheer it up.
oh, there is a picture. Uh, he like stands up and he kind of straightens his jacket out and he steps over to the table a little bit and he says, "Might I buy you some wine or purchase your meal for you? I'm excited to meet you. My name is
what do you
Ismark."
want?
Well,
He says,
quiet. Don't ask him questions. He's gonna buy us food and drink.
he says, "You look like adventurers."
You look like a nuisance. What do you want?
I could be a nuisance, but I come seeking your help.
Can't you see we all need a rest?
Like the little kids.
Oh,
Always somebody
might
always
I
wanting help.
might I offer you a room for the night? I would be willing to purchase it for you, as long as you hear me out.
I just bought my own room.
Sounds like a deal to me.
Can you tell us of the
Yeah,
Lord of this land?
Lord Strahd is the demon devil in charge of this land.
The devil, you say?
Some call him a devil. He is much, much more than that, though.
More than a devil.
More than a demon and a devil. Some call him a vampire. But that would be calling. That would be like calling a pimple a mountain. Or a mountain a pimple. Anyways, I've had so much wine. It's been soaking in my sorrows.
Your sorrows.
Purchase us the rooms and then we can talk.
Oh, yes, yes. He goes and pays for the room, and he also brings back a picture of purple mash number 9 or whatever it's called. A picture
Ross
of
will have
wine
some.
for you guys. Sets it
How
down
is
there.
it?
Vintage.
How is the wine?
The wine is actually, I mean, it's for the price, it's excellent. I mean, a copper for a mug of wine, or a silver for a
It was a
pitcher.
silver for a whole pitcher.
Yeah.
This wine tastes like it was made by wizards or something. It's excellent. The wizards of wine.
Do they have any chocolate milk?
Chocolate milk. Ah.
Unfortunately, our goats do not produce cacao.
Well, you got to get one of them chocolate goats.
They might have a brown pig out back. You could probably milk it.
Brown pig.
That's where chocolate milk comes from, right?
Brown cow.
So Grimfoot gets up, moves away from the table, and he walks back over to what's the Vistani's name? Alinka? Was that her that
No, Sorvia. Sorvia.
Sorbet
Sorvia.
Sorbia? Walks back over and says, you know, a woman as attractive as you, I would ask to dance, but there's no music in this tavern. I've not heard music since I came here, except some terrible, terrible organ that keeps playing over and over again.
She says, I
But yeah,
don't
he's
wish
one.
to dance with you, fool. Please go sit down.
I'll show you, fool. Hold my beer and watch this.
She says, ah, that is very nice. You should name it.
Name it.
Whatever she was watching.
Oh.
I'm assuming you were showing your penis to her.
No.
His club.
Fuck
His
no.
club foot.
Inchworm?
No, Grim's not that. He's not that vulgar.
But Ismark says, he leans into the table and he says, some of the Vistani are not to be trusted.
Well, that's easy then, because I don't trust any of you.
What is Vestani? Is it a country?
It is a people.
Why can't we trust them?
Because they are spies for Lord Strahd. So some say. I believe some of them.
He
Didn't
is
we
lord
find a
of this land. Why would he need spies in his own land?
didn't we find a
Exactly.
note on a dead body? Right when we came in here?
Mm-hmm.
We
He
found
says-
a note in the house too.
He says,
Kolyan Indirovich's letter.
you haven't been told why you are in Barovia?
What do you mean, why we are here?
We came through the mist.
You cannot
We got
enter or
lost.
exit Barovia without Count Strahd's permission.
So did he give us permission to come in?
You cannot enter or leave Barovia without his permission.
You mean this town?
No,
Isn't this the town of Barovia?
this land. You are no longer. Where are you from? He kind of looks you over.
Down the road.
You are no longer from down the road. You are no longer in down the road. You are in. The land is called Barovia, and this village is also named Barovia. It's not confusing, I know.
Very creative naming scheme you've got
I-
going on here.
Never heard of the place.
We could have named the town, like
Real imaginative bunch.
Boroviaville, and it wouldn't have been confusing or nothing, but
Yeah, well, this lot don't seem like they have a lot
B-town.
of personality, do they?
he says many of the people in Borovia are what we call
Village or area?
soulless.
Which one are we talking about?
When we talk about the village, I will say village of Borovia. When I talk
All
about the land, I will say Borovia.
Got it.
That's not confusing at all. Got it.
No, it's not, but I'm trying to be clear that there is the village of Borovia, and then there is the land of Borovia.
Are there any other Barovias? The county of Barovia, the duchy of Barovia, the marquis of Barovia,
A street, a
The
the
cul-de-sac.
outhouse of Barovia,
Not that I'm aware.
castle
but
of Barovia?
there are other towns in the land of Borovia, and they are not named Borovia. One is named Kresk, and the other is named Valakai.
All right. Not Barovia 2 or Barovia 3.
No,
Moravia.
it would
New
make sense
Barovia.
if there was the village of Borovia, then the town of Borovia, and then
City.
the hamlet of Borovia. That would be more confusing.
Old Barovia.
Anyway, what were you whining about?
Uh,
Needing help?
he says, I wasn't whining. I noticed that you
He was
you look like
banging.
adventurers, and you have survived this far from whatever Count Strahd has put you through. Your initial tests that he likes to give. But have you noticed him watching you with any of his spies? And then he
It's
leans
those
in a
damn
little bit
kids.
closer and says, "And not the Vistani. They spy for him sometimes too. you know."
Well, I haven't noticed anybody following us, if that's what you mean.
Sir
You do
Kitzelman.
notice that this guy has some weapons on him.
Does he
What
look
has he
like he
got?
knows how to use them?
He's got
Or
a long
does he got the
sword on one
shrink
hip,
wrap on him and
a
stuff?
short sword on kind of on his back of his other hip, and laying in the table over next to him there is a heavy crossbow. And they all look kind of used, like they're not like brand new. And underneath his jerkin that he's got, you can see that there is the presence of splint mail.
Do you always go out to the tavern so heavily armed?
He says, it is a good idea anytime you go outside that you be prepared for what is going to happen. There are many dangerous things in Borovia and outside the village of Borovia as well. And under the shadow of Ravenloft, as he kind of points up towards where the castle's at, he says, Lord Strahd is always watching and waiting.
What assistance did you want? You spoke of some help we could provide.
He says, only if you plan on traveling further in the village, can you help me? Or, I'm sorry, further in the valley, can you help me? If you wish to remain here, you won't be able to help me, I'm afraid. But let me explain. I have a sister. Her name is somewhere in this text. Uh, Tatriani. Wait, is that her name? That's just the name that
No, it
came
was
to mind.
Irina.
Irina. Yeah.
Irina, something like that.
He says, I have a sister who is in need of your help. She needs an escort away from the village of Borovia, perhaps further into the valley. Her name is Irina Koliana. You must
And
protect her.
you can't escort her. Why?
He says, I am not strong enough to do it alone.
So you want to come with us?
Mm.
I think he wants us to come with him.
He says, I could travel with you, however, just so you know, you're not on milestones, and I will get an equal share of experience.
What you offer us in return, or are we to do this out of the goodness of your heart?
He says, for one, I am Ismark, the son of the Burgermeister, and I will wield my weapons to defend you and Irina as long as I live. And is it gold that you wish to have here in
Yes.
Borovia?
Wait,
We
the
wish to
son of the son of the Burgermeister. Didn't we find a letter from the Burgermeister, guys? Who's got the letter? Do we have that?
It was on the dead
Yes.
guy, wasn't it?
Kolyan Indirovich's letter in my inventory. Burgomaster of Barovia, send you honor with despair.
You show it to
Adopted
him?
daughter. Yeah.
Actually, why don't you go ahead and read it so we can remember it? Wait, I can share it again with the party, right?
Yeah.
Got too many windows open. Um, Javelda's inventory.
Do you have it written out? Be easier to put in the
No,
chat to
I
read.
would think it would be nice if somebody typed it out too, but I think Zacchaeus is like, I can't even read this thing. I'm not typing it out because it's not typed out anywhere. It is
Alright.
kind of hard to read though, isn't it? Where's it at in your inventory?
It's in my pouch titled Kolyan
Pouch.
Indirovich's letter.
Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can. Hail thee of might and valor. I, the Burgomaster Barovia, send you honor. With despair, my adopted daughter, the fair Irina Koliani, has been these past nights bitten by a vampire, or vampire. For over 400 years, this creature has drained the lifeblood of my people. My dear Irina languishes and dies from an unholy wound caused by this vile beast. He has become too powerful to conquer. So I say to you, give us up for dead, and encircle this land with the symbols of good. Let holy men call upon their power, that the devil may be contained within the walls of weeping Barovia. Leave our sorrows to our graves, and save the world from this evil fate of ours. There is much wealth untrapped in the community. Return for your reward after we all departed for a better life. Koliana Linolurch Burgermeister. Yeah. So you show this to Ismark?
Yeah.
He reads it and he says, "This is not my father's handwriting. However, this is true. All of this, it sounds like it was dictated to someone and they wrote it. It does sound like his wordage." And he kind of leans a little bit closer and he says, "If you come to the mansion," and he points towards the the south of the town, up on the hill. He says, "I can explain more in the morning when you arrive at the mansion."
I do. Can I tell if he's lying?
Um, Give me an insight check. You watch him and his expressions and everything, and you think he's not told you everything yet, and he looks nervous if you press him about any details, and he keeps leaning forward and whispering. He says, "Some of the Vistani are not to be trusted."
Yes, you've told us this. And
Right? And you guys are having a
nothing
conversation in
does
front of
to us
3 of
either.
them. So the insight that you pick up is that he's not saying something because the Vistani are listening.
So this letter is true?
He says, "The letter is true, but not in my father's handwriting."
So your sister, the one you want us to escort, was bitten by a vampire.
Yes, she has been again. He looks over at the Vistani sitting at the table next to you guys. He says, "Perhaps we should have a discussion over breakfast at the manor." Or, as a ghoul, a shambling man, and a wolf kick the door in and make Sirenscape go off.
Sorry, that was supposed to be a whisper, but hit the wrong button.
A ghoul, a grek, a shambling man, a wolf, a rat. Rats.
Rats.
Swarm of rats, yeah.
A scythe blade. Does that count?
Mimic.
The mimic.
Yeah, we had a mimic.
Weren't there ghasts? Is that true?
Sven missed an
Ghasts and
episode.
ghouls.
Ghast and ghouls. A, I mean, there's a couple ghosts, but you didn't really fight them.
I thought we only fought ghouls because the wife
No,
was
the
a
mom
ghoul
and
as
dad
well.
were ghasts.
Oh, no, okay.
Elizabeth and whatever his name was.
I think the servants were ghouls.
The cultists were ghouls, yeah.
Right, and the wife was a ghoul.
No, the mom and dad were ghasts. He
I
says,
don't know if I trust this guy.
Alright, well, listen. We have to talk about this amongst ourselves, of course. So, why don't you go leave us, and we will, if we want, we'll come to your house and meet you there.
he says, um, he says, "I have a quest for you." I think.
How very meta of you.
Oh, here it is. Okay, perfect. You guys have a quest. That did share with you guys, right?
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
So we're supposed to escort her where in this quest?
Um, further up the valley is all you know now, but
Okay.
when you
From the
get
guy
more,
that won't let us leave. Is
oh,
paying too much attention to her. She's not safe. She stays in Barovia, but he's the only one that lets people out of Barovia, according to Vistani.
yep.
Makes
Vistani who
sense.
do not like to dance.
Just not with you.
It's this clubfoot that always does it. They think I am clumsy.
I think it's less the club foot and more the third foot.
All right.
They want to say he might have two left feet, but he's only got one right.
That
So
is
you guys are gonna spend the evening here?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he's gonna buy a room, I'm taking my money back.
He already paid
Okay.
for your beds for the night. He didn't buy you a room for the night.
Well, the beds, two silver pieces, whatever,
Yeah.
silver piece, whatever it was. Yeah, long rest. That's
Yeah.
what Grimm's after.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
There you go. Um, nice map, huh?
Yeah. Javelda
Blood
gets
of
the
the
big bed.
vine.
Oh, that is.
The rest of you can haul in there.
Eric's like, he comes in and he's still wiping glasses down.
Hey, I'm changing in here.
He looks at you guys, looks at his bed, and then walks back out and starts cleaning glasses all night again. He's not gonna have a fight. What are you pointing at?
Oh, we're not supposed to be in this room. Okay.
I was telling Grimtooth and the rest to go sleep in there while Javelda
Oh.
goes and sleeps on the
Oh,
master
is that
bedroom.
your arrow?
Yeah, that was
Oh,
mine.
Javelda is entertaining the innkeeper. I see.
Yeah, door's locked. Got alarm cast.
See if there's any little
Rost, tell
details
me
that
a
I
story,
missed
Rost.
before we give you guys a long rest.
In general, I'm gonna cast alarm every night before we go to bed as a ritual. The ritual spell. So
What's
Nice.
the area of
wherever I'm sleeping.
effect of alarm?
It's not huge. It's 20-foot cube.
That's pretty big, actually. That's like
So
the
yeah,
whole
I
room.
choose a door, a window, or an area within range, no larger than a 20-foot cube. But so
Oh, a
it's a good sized
door. Oh,
space,
so you have to,
or an area.
or an area. Okay, cool.
Yeah, a door, a window, or an area within range.
All right, and you guys probably learned a little bit about the wine. Whoa, nice. Um, so the wine is made in a place in the valley called the Wizards of Wines, and is brought here. And it's the only thing that gives any of these people some sense of relief, right? Is the wine, right? And
We have a town of alcoholics.
yeah, pretty much. The purple grape mash number 3 is what you guys were drinking here. It's not very remarkable or anything. It's it's and then there's a couple other wines that are made, but they're harder to get and much more expensive. Um, one of them being the tantalizing Red Dragon Crush, And then there's a rare one. If you find a bottle of it, it can bring a lot of money because it hasn't been produced in a long time, and it's the champagne that they have. It's called the Champagne de la Stompe, and it hasn't been produced in a long time. But there are bottles of it around, and people have stashed it and stuff like that.
You said De La Stomp.
Yeah, I can copy that for you if you're taking some notes. I'll put that in the chat
So
for
if
you.
they're producing champagne, then Barovia must be set in France.
De La Stomp.
Champone's only champagne if it's made in the Champagne region.
Right? It's
Oh,
got to be in the
stop.
Champagne, France.
So
Right.
Barovia is France.
And did you know that brandy is the same way? I want to make something named Jupiter. It's like a scotch or something. I don't know. It's only made in Jupiter. I don't know what.
Does your alarm spell audible or mental?
Audible, so it wakes all of us up. That was my intent. If you have a good reason for it to be just mental and only waking me up.
Of course, it's only in your room, and we're not sleeping there. So
Yeah, but if something tries to attack him, we'll get the notice.
It goes off every time Eric tries to go in and go to bed. Ding, 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 and he walks back out and starts cleaning glasses again. Say, ooh. He doesn't even like startle any. He just like turns and walks out, right? Like no expression at all. Not even if you like scare him or anything. He's just. But I think the important thing for you guys right now is that you guys get
Level up.
a long rest. Hey, what's up, Bane? Doing some Curse of Strahd. They are at the Blood of the Vine Tavern, or on the Vine.
Not quite dead yet.
I'm not dead yet.
Speaking of alarms, my group were ambushed by bandits, and one of them had a weapon of alarm, so it alerted the party. So after they drove off the bandits, the party went to go to sleep, and the bandits were out about 200 feet with a longbow, and every half an hour, 45 minutes, would shoot an arrow into the camp,
Set off
wake
the alarm
everybody
and wake
up, so
them
they
up.
couldn't get a long sleep, they couldn't get a long rest.
That's an
I
evil
love it.
DM right there.
what a bunch of jerks! Love it.
That's pretty funny right there. I don't care who you are.
They were not
All right,
happy.
so you guys
I'm gonna have to borrow that, Sven.
you
Yeah,
guys spend the
good one.
evening in these somewhat comfortable beds, and you get a long rest. So let's do our due diligence of awarding XP.
Is that not automatic on a long rest?
It can
I
be
haven't
if
done
you
XP in
have
forever.
CAE turned on.
Oh, right, because he bundled that in. Gotcha.
Come on,
Um,
Bob.
I'm going to go talk to Rost.
all right, so there's your. Did that work? Why didn't that work?
No, I still got 930.
Okay, there it went. All right, so you guys get 1900 XP for the party.
Very nice.
Nice.
Every little bit helps.
As
I'm
you
going to go
guys
talk to Rost. Do you think what these people are saying is true, or is this just something to keep us, or to keep the villagers in line. A ruse by this lord. I do not want to be here. Do you think we should risk going out to the mist?
Well, the people here certainly seem to believe it, but that doesn't mean it's true. Like you said, it could be just some deception from this lord. But eh, it could be worth trying to go back the way we came in, see if this mist really will keep us here or not. Because these people don't seem to be very helpful. Otherwise, we're gonna have to find some other way out of here.
It's the lethargy we have experienced from everyone we meet. Shy of Eastmark. It's almost palpable. I just don't know if anyone has ever even tried. It's like I heard
you say leprosy?
a story of when you train a bullet, you tie a rope around them as a small bullet, and they struggle against it and can't move, and then from then on, no matter how big they get, they believe they can't break free from this rope. Perhaps it's as similar here. They've just believed it for so long. No one has tried.
Yeah, well, they live in a shithole. That could be it too. Look around. This place sucks.
It's so dreary. There's
Well,
there's not
if
even
you just say
daylight,
it like it is.
right? There's not even daylight, right? It's like early morning. You guys wake up and it's dark out, basically.
I'm being repressed. See the violent
Bloody
inherent in the
peasant!
system.
Hey, Sorvia, when the hell does the sun rise?
I didn't vote for him. So I'll just sit there with Rost. She feels a little bit of a bond because we were brother and sister for a little while.
I'll pet her.
He's not here. Is Mark the Lesser? He's out playing with the horse. It's so funny. Look over here. Watch him kick this log. Watch him kick the. No.
And right behind him, he likes that.
Yeah.
Their parents were terrible at grammar. Irene is Mark.
If the horse kills Ismark, does the horse get experience for that?
Level up.
Level up the horse.
Level up the horse and then
You
we
know, at
get
level
all-
Goes from
5,
a
you're
draft horse to a war horse.
at level 5. Sir Kix-a-Lot becomes a Pegasus.
Oh, nice.
What level does it become a nightmare?
That's 10. All right, so morning, you guys get a long rest. Some of you take some time to pray for your spells that your god did not grant you here. Totally screw the clerics and the paladins.
Yeah. Divine spells don't work.
That's
anymore.
fine. Guess
Your god has
I'll die.
abandoned you.
Because we have 3 warlocks now.
We got a couple of fighters that have multi-classed from cleric and from paladin and from sorcerer and from can't cast any spells here. No, for some reason you feel that your prayers are answered, but very weakly.
We're at the back of the queue.
Right? Like you just went to dial up. Like
Yeah, my
you're
connection's
praying.
real bad.
Like when you're praying, you hear like faintly in the background, ding, 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 the
The Wi-Fi in Barovia sucks.
it's dial up.
Is there somebody else on this line?
Is there someone else up there we can
I'm
talk to?
using
Hang
the
up,
phone.
I'm trying to
Can you-
download a spell.
That would suck.
All right, so what do you guys think?
Phone.
Are we gonna help this guy, or are we just gonna go back the way we
Well,
came?
we were
see
here
if
to
we can
find
get
some
out?
kids and some stupid werewolves.
What's this guy got to do with it?
Well, I'm gonna give you this map again, and you guys, if you want to go anywhere in town, it's morning time.
We should go to the Sundry's place to see if we can obtain some goods. Do
I
we
like
wish to?
chocolate and strawberry sundaes.
I think we should at least try the mist. And then if we can't leave, if what they say is true, we go talk to this Ismark.
Yeah, I'm all for going back now. I thought maybe they'd be able to tell us where to go from this village, but doesn't seem like it.
I agree. Now that we've got a chance to get our bearings a little bit, we should try and get out of here.
Let us go then.
So we go to the Sundry's place.
Oh, you're going over to Bildrath's Mercantile. Bildrath's Mercantile. Ooh, look, there's sounds.
Are the ladies still there? If there are, I want to do them.
I want to do them. The sparse light from this
Just
building
about
spills out from behind a drawn heavy curtains. A sign over the door, creaking on its hinges, reads, Bildrath's Mercantile. Look. Do I have an adventure? Or I don't have a map.
Bill Draft Merkin Shop. Got it. Let's go buy something.
I do
Let's
have a
sell
map.
Stuff.
Check this out. Boop.
Okay.
You do zoom in.
There it is.
There it is.
Nice.
See it? Boop,
Yes.
boop, boop, boop.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
When he pays for stuff, he puts it on his bill.
Bildrath's.
Is there a store for this?
Would you guys have a good DM if he made like a shop and stuff for every place that is possible to do it?
Yeah,
Okay, you guys have a good DM.
I figured you did.
Nice.
Nice.
Wait till you see the prices though.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. I had to open it myself though. What the hell?
So, you see, Bildrath is milling about, like doing some inventory, straightening things up, and as you come in the door, he looks over at you, and he says, "If you're not gonna buy anything, go away. If you are gonna buy something, show me the money."
We will show you.
Last
our
time I
money
didn't
when
buy
we
it because it
decide
had
to
a
He
buy
like
minus
points
one.
at like
Minus one mean there's unlimited.
Correct.
yeah.
-1 means unlimited of quantity.
Yes, we wish to trade with you.
Do you really want 20 gold pieces for these manticles?
20 gold for a crowbar.
For manticles?
He says, "The only thing I change when I look at a price on an item is I make it more expensive. So if there's a price tag on it, you either take it or leave it."
What is a rod?
What you fish with?
Or
I got a
a
rod, you got a
spellcasting
pole,
spell
It's
focus.
honey.
not an
honey.
immovable rod, then.
That's right. You can move it.
Spell focus.
He says,
It's a cursed immovable rod.
if you want it badly enough, you'll pay for it. He says, "I'm the only competition in town." You guys also hear like somebody in the back milling about, like in the other room or whatever.
So I'll take out this potion. Ask him what he'll pay for it. If what we wish to trade, will he give us store credit? And how much?
Keep hitting the wrong key.
Sorry,
I got these
my
items for sale too.
my lights went off. He says, "What the hell, Alexa? Lights on." That was
Probably
weird,
that guy behind you turning them off.
right? He says, "Can I test it to see what it is?" Points to your potion.
As long as if you ruin it, then you give us 1,000 gold, and I'll hand him the potion. The potion of heroism.
The clapper. He says, "Tasting it does not ruin it that I know of." And he takes a little sip of it, and he says,
Could you wash your face first? Got a little bit of lunch left over.
he says, "I don't want to make a clean spot this early in the day." So
Maybe
he
some
says,
wine.
"Oh, this is a very nice potion. How much do you want for it?" And he pulls out like a pouch of coins. He says, "I have 150 Strahd coins, whatever they call the gold." Didn't we have it? Did they
150.
name them?
Yeah, there's a note someplace.
He shakes it a little bit, and then he puts it back behind the counter and looks at you guys suspiciously, like
I do. I would like to
nervously a
do
little bit,
bit
like
of-
you guys could murder him and take his gold that he's got stashed behind the counter. He's like,
I'll use the mage hand to just knock the coins off the shelf onto the ground right by his feet. It's invisible, so he won't see it.
"Oh!" He picks it up and puts it in his jacket, like buttons it up.
Graham's
Like lean
gonna
forward and try to use a little bit of persuasion on him. See if they can. And the price is a range, so it's up to 5,000, minimum of 500.
Yeah, right. He doesn't even have that much money. So he's like, "Would you do you mind not scratching on the furniture? That is not gonna persuade me any."
Okay. He has a
You hear-
portable ram. Aren't they always portable unless they're dead? Then you just have.
Well, this is a
Except they
little
can
one.
carry
It's
them.
only like this
well,
big.
they may not
tuck
want
it
to come
under
with
your
you
arm.
though. They may be portable, but they may not be willing to come with you.
He used to have a
It's an
folding one, but it didn't live very long.
inflatable sheep.
He had a folding one, but it didn't live very long.
Nice.
So guys, I put all that stuff. Like you hear Grim jangling this sack full of crap that you guys saddled him with, and he throws it all, this sack of stuff on the table, in the party sheet. It says, "Is there any of this you're interested in?"
To the party or to Bildrith?
to the Bildrith.
Same price.
He says, he looks at the short sword, and then he looks around. He says, "Where did you find this short sword?"
You should not ask questions. You should buy or not buy.
He says, "I'll give you 20 gold for it."
20 gold and 20 arrows when you have a deal.
You're letting him have that cheap. Really.
He says, "Deal."
Yeah, it's worth 110
And he takes his short
silver.
sword and plops 10 arrows on the counter.
10
He's-
arrows.
Or what'd you say, 20? Yeah, 20
20,
arrows.
yes.
You can drag those over. Oh, I guess you just add 20 to your inventory.
Got it.
He says, "I now offer you 130 gold for your potion."
This is highway robbery.
He's taking our stuff for a little bit of nothing and buying it back or selling it back to us. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore.
No, he has 150
Uh,
gold, and he took 30 out. That leaves him 100, or he took 20 out. That leaves him 130 gold. And that's what he offers you for the
I
potion.
see. I see.
Unless you guys buy some stuff. How much? That would be a cool thing. That like a little box at the bottom of the shops, like total coins purchased or something, right? Like total spent.
Mm.
You know, I mean, it's doing the math probably already, right?
It
So
doesn't
it could say total spent in shop, and then you can see how much the shop made, and then he's got that much money he can use to spend buy your stuff.
Per session or
Yes.
cumulative?
Sounds like a
Um,
place I was in called Skyrim.
The shopkeepers are like
Yeah.
that in Baldur's Gate, where they only
I
have
would
a certain amount of money.
I would think it would be cumulative, and every time they came in. I mean, how often do you guys use the same shop, realistically? Once or twice, maybe, and then you're off to another town or village or whatever. For a shop like this that you would keep track. I mean, if it's like the player's handbook kind of thing, then that's a different story. But that might be kind of neat because you're always trying to figure out how to do like town, treasury expenses and how much money there is that the players come in and have a potion. They think the town's got 5,000 gold pieces to buy the potion. The town doesn't even have 500 gold pieces to scrounge up to put it all
Right.
together.
You sell ball bearings for 10 gold for 1,000. How much for 3 ball bearings?
Three ball bearings.
He says, "The ball bearings are warped. I wouldn't purchase them. Because Fantasy Ground just took them out of the player's handbook. I don't know. Why did they do that? Like 2 updates ago, the ball bearings were part of the update. They took them out or removed them from Fantasy Grounds? I don't know.
What? That's weird.
What are they going to take on next? Caltrops?
I don't know, but there sure is a lot of things that are listed like in the player's handbook that I think should be an item. Like stuff out of the tavern and I things that you would purchase. But
Yeah.
if they made them
Yeah,
an item, then they're in your inventory. So
Mm-hmm.
the only way to do it is like
Why I added
John
that X
did.
button.
Yeah, that's the only
Yeah.
way to do it is like John did, which is cool. But they should just buy all of y'all's modules and extensions. Just here's 10 grand for everybody, split it up equally, and we're just gonna add all this to Fantasy Grounds, and everyone would be happy, probably. I can't think of one extension author that if Fantasy Grounds said, "We want your stuff in Fantasy Grounds," they would be like, "No."
Well, but then Fantasy Grounds, the Smiteworks would have to maintain all that stuff. So
Well, if it's added to the software, they don't have to maintain it at all.
The other big problem is that there's a lot of extension authors whose code quality is
Yeah, that's
Not
another
quite
deal.
up to Smiteworks
They would have to
standards.
rewrite the code completely and all that.
Completely,
Yeah.
and they'd rather just do it themselves.
He says, I can't purchase your potion, but I can buy a few more of your items here. He points to the stuff you threw up on the table. If
Tell
you,
it, just tell me what he doesn't want, and I'll drag it back to my sheet.
I don't have anything else to sell.
he says, I'll give you the rest of my gold for all of it. He shows you a pouch that's got 130 gold in it. He says, trust me, you won't get a better deal in Borovia. Oh, wait, in the village of Borovia. Sorry.
Plus, a 10 feet of your string.
Deal. Starts picking up the items off the table.
Good, I don't have to drag any of that.
So they got some more
extra
arrows.
Are you guys,
Yeah, gotta get that string. Gotta
Yeah,
get
we
that
got the string
10-foot
now.
string.
God, he's just gonna play with it. I mean,
it's a big
I'm gonna
ball
tie
of
something
string.
on the
Gonna
end
get
of
it
it
all
and drag it
tangled
around,
up.
make it drag it through the grass and make
Smacking it
chase
around.
I'm just gonna mage hand float it up above his head and make him pounce at it.
All right, there's your gold. You did get your string right.
Yes.
All right, so you guys each get 26 gold pieces.
Very nice.
I got my
Barovian
arrows.
coinage, even.
Shambling Mound destroying half of them didn't help.
So are we heading back towards the dead body, trying to get out of here?
I think so.
This Rokino will get up on the
Make
horse.
the attempt anyway.
All right, I'm
That
gonna
way
turn
he
off
will
this
die before
magical
we get
map
there.
that you guys don't need anymore. Boop. I actually did the vine on the tavern 2 map.
Hmm.
Just chucked it on the. Made it small.
Nice.
I have the DM map too. It's got numbers. All right, so you guys are gonna like go back out of town.
Attempt to leave Barovia.
Yeah.
I mean,
Go back to
obviously,
Way we came.
metagaming, we know it's not going to work, but
See what happens
We're
when
gonna-
we try to
yeah.
leave without permission.
Well, when you leave the village of Barovia, there's this magical thing that happens called a random encounter. Which, how far do you guys travel?
Back towards those big gates.
Hold on. How often do you guys have to?
John, is that your coin converter that he's using?
yes, it is.
All right, so dangers abound in the land of Barovia. I should check for a random encounter every 30 minutes that the Avengers spend on the road or in the wilderness. Every 30 minutes. And you
Damn.
guys need to travel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 squares or 8 rectangles. So 2 miles to get to the gates. And you guys can travel. That's probably.
About 3 miles an hour, something like that.
Pretty standard.
About walking speed. That's a good walking speed.
So we got to
But
do
if we're
what?
gonna do that,
Like
we're
4
gonna
or
holler
5
out that
rolls?
this area is camped.
What's
this
that?
area is camped. We're gonna holler out and let everybody know that this area is camped. And for
What are we-
XP.
What are we playing, an MMO or something? Let's see if you guys get a random encounter. Okay, you do not. So you guys make it back to the gates of Barovia. And the gates do not open when you approach them. I'll give you the image again.
Is there a wall? Can we go around the gates?
You could go into the woods, the really thick woods that are
It'd
full
be
of
fun.
that are
No one
full
has
of
lived
there,
for
but-
1,000 years because of this gate, and all they had to do was go around.
Come
Is
on,
the gate-
Grimfoot.
This is actually the outside.
You can't push it open?
Yeah, is the gate unlocked?
No,
Picture
the gate
shows
is
it's open.
the gate.
No one's tried ever to open it.
Right,
Picture shows it's open.
What?
right. The picture shows that they open from the outside. If you're on the outside, but you guys are on the inside, and they do not open, and they appear to be locked. But you don't see any locks on them.
What happens when we try to climb the wall and go over?
You have
Yes,
to roll
knock
an
is a ritual.
athletics check, DC 15, to climb over the wall. If you fail
I
by
have-
5 or more, you fall and you take falling damage.
I have climb speed, so I'll just.
Unless
climb
you have
up
a
the
climb
wall.
speed. So you
Look
climb up to
over.
the top of the wall, and from this vantage point, you can see that the wall doesn't actually go very far into the woods, but the woods are so thick that they act pretty much as a wall. And you can hear wolves howling and see eyes watching you from the woods, and the mist is all the way up to just on the outside of the gate, like the thick mist.
That damn mist.
So if you were to climb down the other side, you would be in the mist.
It appears that there's creatures just outside the gates in these woods, and the mist is just beyond the gates as well.
And the things that you know about the mist is a creature that starts its turn in the mist has to roll a Constitution saving throw or gain 1 level of exhaustion. And the exhaustion cannot be removed while you remain in the mist. You also know, no matter how far you travel in the mist, you lose your direction and you find yourself back in Barovia.
We know that now. Okay.
And you all have 4 levels of exhaustion. That's how long it took you to figure it out.
Permanent.
So I guess we make our way back to.
Just to let you know, the DC Constitution
house.
saving throw is a 20. So
Alright, it was
in a
worth checking
minute,
out.
you could die Actually, in 6 rounds you could die because
30
six levels of
seconds.
exhaustion will kill you.
I guess we're escorting that dude's sister.
At least you're going the other way.
Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna go
Uh,
to his house first and see what he's got to offer here.
yeah, right. I mean, we don't have to escort her, but if we do, I mean, if we're heading that direction anyway.
Now, if
He said the letter was true. If she is a vampire,
that's what I
where
was
are we
thinking.
going
Bitten
to?
by a vampire.
If she's
Where are
bitten
we
by a
taking her?
vampire, it means she's a vampire.
Take
And
her out in the sunlight. That'll do it.
We got to get this guy Strahd's permission to
Never
leave,
mind.
and he wants the girl, which we're going to be hiding from her.
Grim looks really, really puzzled.
Why would he give us permission if we're taking this girl that he wants? We're trying to get home.
But we don't know what he wants. We know what we want.
Perhaps if we bring him the girl, he will give us permission to leave.
Yes,
Well,
we
hang
choose the
on.
girl.
I don't know if I'm okay just giving over some.
We don't know where
Innocent
he
girl.
You
wants us
don't
to
know her.
Yeah,
escort
now the
her.
power-
Say
Paladin's
she was an
conflicted.
escort. Oh wait, we're supposed to escort her. Never mind.
Now the paladin's conflicted. He wants to go home, but he doesn't want to give up the girl.
Let's at least go talk to him and find out what's going on.
Yeah, all right.
So where's his house compared to the other woman's house? This sayer of sooths.
It was up on the hill outside the town, he said. Burgermeister's house. Burgomeister.
Hold on, I'm kind of sidetracked here. Give me 1 second, guys.
Yes, but so was the woman. We had to take the right fork.
Yeah, the old lady that's supposed to tell us what we're gonna do here in Barovia and give us all of our quests.
Oh,
Baba something.
Mama.
I'm not
Mama
liking
wa-
this Barovia place much.
Baba Yaga? Is it
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga?
It's a shame no one said anything. as
Madam
soon as
Eva
the second we
is the
stepped
name
through,
you were looking for. Not
that
even
perhaps
close.
we should turn around and leave.
Yeah, that would have been a good idea at the time. You should have suggested that.
So I'm sorry. What was your question?
Too bad you kept that to
Sven?
yourself.
Where are the two places compared to each other?
What?
The house of Ismark and the soothsayer's house.
So the Madam Eva is near the Tesser Pool, which is about 8 miles away.
Okay.
And the Burgermeister's mansion is in the village of Barovia on the south side of town up on the hill.
South. Okay. So that's where we're going. His house.
Which is this building here.
I guess we should go to the burgomaster's house first.
What's up, Paulette? How you doing?
Somebody hates
Um,
toys in Barovia.
So, you guys make your way back towards town, and we have to roll some more random encounter rolls.
Since we're not on milestone, I kind of hope we get a random encounter.
Random XP.
All right, so you guys do get a
Keep
random
walking back
encounter.
and forth.
Yeah.
Just grind it.
We'll get one of these days.
It is.
That's what I was saying. It's camped.
Let's see.
Just stay on this road till we're level 20. We're good.
Random encounter when the moon is up.
Oh shit.
Okay, that one doesn't make any sense. Okay. So you guys are traveling on the road. And on the way back to the village of Barovia. And I am going to give you a map of the road. I'm going to put you guys... Oh, I need to clean up the combat tracker. Menu. Oh, I need to make the horse friendly so I don't delete him. Menu. Delete from tracker. Delete only foes. No. Delete all non-friendly. Goodbye. And
So our kick slot goes up with us, correct? So every time we level, he gets more hit points.
no, unfortunately, he is maxed out on his hit points.
You like Bill the Pony. Just destined to wander Middle Earth forever.
All right, so you guys are traveling down the road, and up ahead of you, stepping out of the woods, you see a individual holding a light crossbow, and he kind of points it in your direction, and he says, "I'm here to rob you."
I thought
Wanna
you only
try
were supposed to rob
persuasion?
people with money.
While my friends and I would welcome the chance to test our combat skills, I would suggest you change your mind so you do not die this day.
You mean that we don't die today, he says. As you hear like commotion in the woods, other bows being cocked in the dark. As I'm going to put you guys on a map.
I'm going to run
I'm going to share the map with you.
snap your necks.
And give you a second to set your characters up on the map. And then we're going to call it. Because it's 11 o'clock.
Cool, good session.
But before we do that, I want to show you a picture of this guy.
Maybe he's a werewolf.
So to share an image with you guys now, I just click on the picture and token that says share image like that. Oh, it gives you the image now. Is that what it does? What did it do? It opened the shared assets folder. Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, I can't resize it like hold control and resize it or anything.
You can
I
resize
can
the
resize
window.
it just fine.
I can
Yep.
by the corner,
Yeah.
but I can't hold control.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, he
I can put him on
is
the map.
he looks like one of these guys, I guess, because this is the image that lovely Wizards of the Coast gave us for these guys.
So you do dance.
Yeah.
Ah, Vastani, okay.
Yeah, he definitely looks like a Vistani. As he steps out into the road and says, "I'm here to rob you." At least he's honest, right? All right, so we're gonna get out of here. It's Tuesday night, and some of us have to work tomorrow. But I'm gonna see who's out there to go raid. Let's see. I'm gonna hit the raid button over here and do this thing here.
Thank you,
And
Drake.
what's that?
Thanks, Drake. Thanks,
Oh,
Drake. Thanks,
yeah,
everybody.
no
Yeah,
problem.
thanks, Drake.
So we're gonna
Bill,
go
good to see
raid
ya.
Dead
Wayne,
Aussie Gamer for a change. He is playing Pathfinder, but he does use Fantasy Grounds. So we're gonna go ahead and give him a raid. Kind of a fellow Fantasy Grounds user. But stick around for a second as I get this raid started. Yeah, here we go. 9 seconds. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll see you on Friday for Sorceria by DM Maticuri. Say goodnight, everybody. See you guys.